Okay,
Yeah, look how fast it's running there.
yeah, it's running pretty fast there, and we've had no rain to speak of. Okay, let's give it a go. We've just come off the southwest edge of Prestine on the English-Welsh border. This is the ford below Nash, Oakland Wild Farm. As you come out of the ford, you get to a road junction here. We're going to turn left, but the farm is just up there on the right. Nash Farm, where you would book in, just up there on the right. There's gorgeous little cottage here. Absolutely idyllic. This is the way we originally came in. We missed the turning to come in over the ford, which we originally wanted to do. It makes no difference. The people around here, or the people who own this woodland, and it's all that feature up there on the hill there, that's all their woods and all their fields. They have about 1,000 acres here. They run mainly beef and pasture obviously for the beef. Okay, my side, good yours. This is onto their private track now, and that will, you see the valley seems to run naturally at the edge of this track. Well, we were camped off on the high ground to the left. If we were to come again, we would try and go for the head of this valley in front of us, because there was a nice sheltered spot there. There's a green road off to the right, a boat byway open to all traffic, very scratchy according to glass. It's a cracking day today. It's still rather fresh, but the sun's out helps a lot. All laid to grass, presumably for silage for the cattle. How many cows did she say she had? They were running? Beef.
I can't honestly remember.
This is the water point here by this gate on a tap from their spring. Look at that pheasant just ran by. We're going to take the left-hand fork now. If we were to go left-hand fork, that's quite correct, driver. If we would have gone through that gate, that would have been the base of what I call the trident. And you have 3 forks. The left one here, the one going right up the valley, which is for 2-wheel drive vehicles, and the one off to the right, which is certainly 4-wheel drive vehicle up there. When we come round this corner to go back up to where we are, Jackie, and you're going to need to gun it a little bit, okay? Okay, hard left here. That's it. Go on, put your foot down. That's it. Well done. Try and get on the high ground, not in the ruts here. And left hand side to avoid the ruts, that's good. Scratchy, scratchy. Thumbs outside the wheel. There's a track to the left here which I've walked down. We won't drive down it, but it just takes you back down a very steep hill to a camping spot, which is pretty open. Here's the junction. Second gear is always good enough, Jack. Seldom do you ever need to go into first gear. This is a dead end, which will do a turn around. This is where we've been camped for the 3 days. There's the Oz tent. Plenty of deadfall down there. You've got to go further and further to find it though, because more and more people are up here camping and tending to use it. She will sell you logs, £6 a bag, but we found we virtually went through a bag full in the G-stove overnight. Goodness knows what it would be in the open fire. Shall we take this left-hand track down, which is the edge of the loop? Just beyond, just down there, left here, there was a another site with a dead end, very rutted, very deep. In the dry weather you'd get down there. My driver doing an excellent job. Here's another campsite here. Got a nice flat area, nice fire pit. The only trouble is the wind has been coming in from the east over those fields since we've been here. I think it's bloody cold. The daffodils, look at that.
No, it's bluebells.
Apparently they're bluebells and not daffodils.
The colour gives it away.
But they're still to come out. That's going to be an absolute picture. Remember, don't go anywhere near your clutch. There's a squirrel. She'll come down nice and slowly down here if you let it. Go left hard, wide left, and then swing round right. Swing round. That's it. Okay, that's it. Dry turn, as they call it. That's good. Dry turn. Broom out here. That's not a daffodil, this yellow flower then, is it?
No, that's not.
That's broom. When we go down to water, and Mike had to double away to get some water last night, he walked down because we had the poncho tied to the side of the Land Rover to stop the wind coming in on us. I walked back up this way because it's an easier way to walk back up more gradual route. Down here in the valley, you can't quite see it yet, but there's the two-wheel drive trail, and where they will put people like transporters, Volkswagens, and people in the car who feel brave enough. It's quite damp down there, we've found, but there again it's been a damp winter. And there's the hill up there which will be going up shortly, the other side of the W. I think what we'll do, Jack, is we'll go down the track by the quarry, because we've not driven that one yet, and then we'll have to go out through the deer gate, turn around and come back in again. So if we go left here, swing round, that's it, there's the old quarry, and then you're going to swing left to swing right. There's the old quarry there. So this is a potential spot. The concentration, eh? Look at that.
Try not to scratch it.
Another squirrel. That's the first real wildlife we've seen, apart from some deer tracks in the mud yesterday. I don't know whether you want to go out the gate, turn and come back. Might be easier. This is all relatively recently been planted, I would imagine, when I say recently. This is what they call the deer gate. There's our water tap. That's it's good habit to get into, passing the steering wheel through your hands. And now we're on the base of the trident, the W. Like straight ahead now. Will take us, yes, will take us up the valley. This is what they will divert some two-wheel drive vehicles up. Pretty good stony path. We're going to go right because that's the track we just came down from the quarry. There's a little stream runs by over there, but when we walked this yesterday or the day before, we found it to be quite boggy. Ah, there's some new people in here. Just goes to prove you can get a four-wheel drive. That's a nice little spot there, but it's very, very marshy just there. But where they've got that camp beside this fallen silver birch, and there's a fair bit of silver birch here round and about, a lot of it fallen. Once we get through this dip bed, I think we probably gun it a little bit. Done, nice and smooth. Would you get a transporter up here? Probably. If we go around the back of that bit, sorry, Mike's pointed you wrong. Just drift back a bit more. Yeah, if we just swing down through that track there. Straight ahead. This, we think, is likely to be the best spot on the whole site because it's nice and green, it's level. Yes, we're still on the easterly side, but there's a fair bit of protection from the wind here. It's open for the sun. We're not in the trees. Go on, take it around, Jack. Go, just follow those ruts back up that way. I'd have gone to the right, but you can go to the left if you wish. The skid plate, I think, making that noise. Again, there's a couple of little spots there. In there is a bit wet and boggy. And then we're coming back out of the head of the valley. And we're going to be going up into those woods next. Quarry workings on the far side. I think that's the Welsh side over there where the quarries are. We're on the English side still. Thumb outside. be back for a chat in a minute, you lucky fellow. Another little pull in here, which takes you across the stream over to a little flat bit of land there, which is a potential site. This ground here very soft underfoot, but again, no reason why you couldn't camp in there in the drier summer months. Now we're going to swing left here on the deer gate. Head up into the woods. There's that stream which runs down through there. Pheasant there, see it? Cock bird. Cowboy. And that hill feature over there is where we are on the far side. Okay, we can swing left at this Y junction.